We return to our theme when the Israelites, finally free from slavery in Egypt, uh, walking towards the promised land. And Moses had to go to Mount Sinai to talk to God, and that's when he received the Ten Commandments. But in the absence of someone to help them, to nourish them, the Israelites, they found themselves empty. And instead of trusting that God is still with them, that God is taking care of them, they started to panic, they started to worry, and they had to turn to something to comfort themselves. And so they built idols, they built, uh, you know, statues that they made into gods, and they become pagans once again. Just as uh, they left Egypt, Egypt still remained in their hearts. What they learned in Egypt, being slaves of false gods, is coming back to them. And it's like us sometimes, it's the same. We believe in God. Yes, we know God loves us, we know God saves us. But when trials come, when our faith is being tested so that it will be strengthened, we doubt, we fall, we crumble, and we fall into our pagan gods. In the modern times, it might be our addictions, it might be distractions, uh, Netflix, YouTube, food, friends, alcohol, name it. Those are all false gods that distract us when we believe that God has left us. When even though we know that God will never leave us. That is where trust, as I always say, comes in. But note also what Moses said to Aaron. Upon seeing all of this, Moses approached Aaron, whom he left to take care of the Israelites. He told him, "What did these people ever do to you, that you should lead them into so grave a sin?" It was the Israelites who built pagan gods. It was them who was worshipping. But Moses also put accountability into Aaron. And it is the same with us. Do not be comfortable just because you are not doing wrong things or falling into sin. Do not be comfortable just because uh, you believe you are living a life of faith. You still have a responsibility for the people around you. We are a community, we are a family. And when we do nothing, when the people around us fall into sin, when we fail to remind them, when we fail to counsel or advise them, when we fail to try to pull them back, we are also accountable to God. Brothers and sisters, hold on to your faith, whatever the challenges that you might have, because God is with you. And if you are firm on your faith, be a big brother or big sister to the people around you who might not be doing well yet, because God is calling you to be their shepherd as well, to be Jesus to them.